Welcome again. We'll be learning Tanya Shaar HaYichud VehaEmunah chapter 2, and that's for the 8th day of Sivan. Previously, we learned based on the Arizal and Baal Shem Tov teachings that each and every creation, even inanimate objects, have a divine spark which brings it into existence, a divine spark being the words and letters of the divine utterances of creation. In today's lesson, creative energy for all matter originates from the 10 utterances that are recorded in the Torah describing creation, but the letters of these utterances can be combined and manipulated in many ways in order to create many types of creations. So we'll go to the text. The name stone was not mentioned in the Torah. Evan, stone, was not mentioned in the 10 utterances in the Torah, but it was still created from those utterances. Nevertheless, life force flows to the stone from the 10 utterances by means of combinations and substitutions of their letters. Or by an aleph, for example, may take the place of hey, since both letters are articulated by the same organ of speech, and so on. Which are transported in the 231 gates, either in direct or reverse order, as is explained in Sefer Yetzirah. So that ultimately the combinations of letters that forms the name Evan, a stone, descends from the 10 utterances and is derived from them. And this combinations of letters is the life force of the stone. And so it is with all created things in the world. The holy tongue, the Hebrew of the Torah, was the language used in creation. All created things are directly affected by their Hebrew names as well as by the component letters of their names. In these, the holy tongue is unlike other arbitrary languages, the meaning of whose words is result of mere consensus. So most languages, it's just a consensus of people agreed that a stone will be called a stone. But in Hebrew, it's different. Aleph, Beis, Nun, Evan means that this is how it receives its life force. So the names are connected with its energy. So the names of all creatures in the holy tongue are the very letters of speech which descend degree by degree from the 10 utterances recorded in the Torah, by means of substitutions and transpositions of letters through the 231 gates, until they reach a particular created thing and become invested in it, thereby giving it life. So this descent is necessary because individual creatures, unlike the more pervasive beings such as the heavens, earth, sun, and moon, cannot receive their life force directly from the actual 10 utterances recorded in the Torah, for the life force issuing directly from them is far greater than the capacity of the individual creatures. It is far too intense to serve as their life force. They can receive the life force only when it descends and is progressively diminished degree by degree by means of substitutions and transpositions of the letters, and by means of gematrias, which is numerical values. The life force may be so muted that it reaches a created being not even through a transpositions of letters, but merely through their numerical equivalent, which makes it even less visible or less tangible. Until the life force can be condensed and enclosed and a particular creature can be brought forth from it, and the name by which the creature is called in the holy tongue is a vessel for the life force condensed into the letters of that name, which has descended from the 10 utterances recorded in the Torah that have the power and vitality to create a being ex nihilo and give it life forever. Why does it have the power to do so? For the Torah and the Holy One, blessed be He, are one. Just as God has the ability to create ex nihilo, so too does the 10 utterances of the Torah. So the Hebrew letters are containers of godly energy. The name of an object represents the divine energy within that object. Bruchim Tiyu. We'll learn a little bit of Parsha and in Yaakov soon.